What is going on, crypto legends? Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. Of course, we do have some interesting movements happening, right? We do have Mt. Gox moving tens of thousands of Bitcoin, billions of dollars. We are seeing this all around Twitter, guys. Is this bad? Are we going to see a massive sell-off? We're going to analyze the situation, what has happened in the past when we've seen these movements of the Mt. Gox, okay, funds, basically Bitcoin. We're going to be analyzing the situation for Bitcoin, most importantly, the technical analysis. It doesn't matter what happens in the background. We're going to focus on the pure technical analysis. As always, guys, make sure to smash up that like button, share some love here with the community, with myself. Let's go through the comment section, say hello to everybody. Andy, first wishes from India. Thank you very much. INR, how are you doing? Johnny, hello. Let's go. Jess Sanders. Nikolai, hello. Frank Guides, how are you doing? Good morning. Faris, Froth Dog, hello. Thomas, Flacco, let's go, brother. Copping, hello. Boom, Pump. We're going to take a look at Boom. Absolutely, why not, in the next coming minutes. Yo, Conrad Crypto, how are you doing? Gamley, let's go right away, guys. This is what is going on, okay? We are seeing here nearly 42,000 Bitcoin worth $2.8 billion has moved. And then we got more actually moving. $9 billion worth of Bitcoin has moved from Mt. Gox wallets as per on-chain data. Should we be worried? Is there going to be a massive sell-off here because we are seeing over $9 billion right now worth of Bitcoin? Is this ready to actually get a massive dump? Is it going to be basically just moved from wallet to wallet, or is it going to be moved to exchanges and we're going to see a massive, massive drop? Because no doubt $9 billion worth of Bitcoin would be a significant sell-off, no doubt, if it were to be a market order. Should we be worried? Well, something that we need to analyze is what has happened before, right? It looks like the amount sent out today is the same as 1 year ago. Bitcoin didn't care. We didn't see much movement, all right? There is a little bit of FUD going on right now because of this movement, right? I mean, $9 billion worth of Bitcoin is definitely something to take into consideration, right? If we are seeing those movements, we do not know if it's going to go to an exchange, if there's going to be a massive sell-off. Let's see what happened during those movements in the past, right? We do have 25,000 Bitcoin here back in July of 2020. The price was pretty sideways. It actually pumped just a few weeks after that. We can also see here in October of 2021. I'm not sure if you guys can see this chart quite clearly or not, but overall, you know, this red vertical line here was in October of 2021. This was basically at the end stages. We peaked out in November of 2021. We started seeing those movements back then, all right, of 30,000 Bitcoin. We do see a little bit more, okay, of Bitcoin moved more than back in October of 2021. Then over here in 2023, we can see in basically May of 2023, there was 50,000 and also 107,000 Bitcoin moved. The price action was slightly in a downtrend, as you can see here on the chart. We can arguably discuss there wasn't really much going on, okay? We were already in a little bit of a downtrend here back in May of 2023. So could we be worried right now with this 107,000 Bitcoin being moved? Should we be worried? It's something to take into consideration, no doubt. Definitely something to take into consideration, just to be aware that maybe it could form a sell-off. So we just need to take it into consideration and just be very, very defensive with our trading. It might be a big fat nothing burger and price is not going to do much in the coming days based on these movements. We don't really know if they are going to basically an exchange. Is there going to be a sell-off? Nobody really knows, but we have been seeing those movements thanks to the Bitcoin network, right, where we can see the transparency of those movements. So there is over $9 billion right now being moved from Mt. Gox wallets. Something to take into consideration, guys, if we do get a massive sell-off at some point, well, we probably know that is could be one of the cases, right, of the sell-off. Philip, thanks for joining the stream, my brother. Let's go, most importantly, through the I watched 𝗖cie𝗺𝗺𝘃. He said that BTC will go 40K. True? Oh my goodness. $40,000. Is this true? On the higher time frame, there is the analysis of the possibility of Bitcoin going all the way down to the low $40,000 levels. It is no doubt a possibility. The main reason why is if you do count these moves to the upside since the low created in November. All right. If anybody that follows a little bit of Elliott wave theory, we are here busy with the third wave still. So basically we had the first wave up here from November of 22 till April of 2023, forming this second wave in a flat scenario. And then we are busy with the third wave. Could we go down as low as $40,000? It would make sense for a fourth wave here, okay? In between $40,000 and $50,000, it would make sense. We could be sweeping up the all-time high still inside of this third wave. And the main reason why we could still be inside of the third wave is counting here 5 waves to the upside. We are still busy with the fourth wave. We can see here from this low, a wave 1 till January of 2024, where we got the ETF approval. We got a major correction, also a major flat structure here on a second wave. Then this has a third wave. We're kind of still busy with the fourth wave, possibly going to manage in the next coming days, possibly, right? I'm not too reliable on higher time frame scenarios, but if we were to go to all-time highs, I would consider a 5-wave structure to the upside here inside of the third wave, okay? So definitely to take into consideration, meaning that that third wave could peak out and then we could see a pretty epic corrective move. Remember, we do have billions of dollars of short liquidations when we do take a look at the liquidity heat map. We zoom out to the 3-monthly chart. There is billions of dollars of short liquidation sitting above $72,000 and all-time high, right? So there is a lot of liquidity that could be swept up there. And that would be making sense based on a 5th wave inside of the third wave right there. I would not become extremely bullish if we were to go up to all-time high in the coming weeks. It is too soon. If we are following the 4-year cycle, right? Because we have been following the 4-year cycle since Bitcoin existed, right? We have been following the 4-year cycle, peaking out every 4 years and also bottoming out every 4 years. So when we're talking about this 4-year cycle, we should be topping out in between November, December of 2025. So it makes sense that even though if we go to all-time high, I know probably a lot of people are expecting if we break all-time high, we're going to go to $100,000. I think that is not going to be the case based on the timing. We have had a massive rally during mid-2023 till now. If we go to all-time high, this needs a proper cool off, guys. We need to see a proper move to the downside. And it would make sense. I wouldn't say it would be the end of the bull market. A next possible corrective move might be, the second and last opportunity to get in cheap Bitcoin and cheaper altcoins before we get that last move to the upside, right? Entering into 2025. So $40,000 Bitcoin in between 40K and 50K. I'm going to say, yeah, it is possible. Of course it is. Why not? We've been pumping like crazy for several months. We ain't going to go up in a straight line, even though some markets do, such as Nvidia stock. Nvidia stock has been, oh my goodness, has been like the best performing stock that there has been for many years. It only did a 10x, right, in the last 2 years, less than 2 years. So overall, if we do hit all-time high, I do think that we are finishing the third wave, like I explained on higher time frames. And could we go down to 40K, low $40,000 levels? 100% yes. Of course it can. Yes, no doubt it is definitely a possibility. So we are more focused on day trading scenarios, guys. So there is a bullish count. There is a bearish count. This could be a massive impulsive 1-2, 1-2. And we're going to create a huge third wave right over here and absolutely blast off. There is a possibility of this being a 1-2, 1-2 as well, right? 1, 2, and this 1-2, right? And basically you are going to form an explosive third wave, counting here this as a 1, a 2, and you're going to enter a third wave going extremely parabolic. And this bull market is going to happen much sooner than much people think. If that were to be the case, looking at the extension of a third wave from this pivot low, right, to the pivot all-time high, to the pivot low created on the 1st of May, if we are talking about a possible third wave, if we're counting this as a 1-2-1-2, right? On more complex Elliott wave theory, 1-2-1-2, meaning this is a 1, this is a 2, and we're going to form a third wave, and we're going to go possibly to the 1.618, which is a common target, which is taking us to $113 approximately. That is really large speculation. There is the bearish counts. There is many counts on Elliott wave theory. We want to focus more on the lower time frame technical analysis, guys. All right. We want to focus on the lower time frame technical analysis because I want to know if you right over there watching the stream did pay attention from yesterday's stream. What was the level from the technical analysis mentioned on yesterday's stream? We try and keep technical analysis on Bitcoin, on the ranges, on the lower time frame. We mentioned a very important level here, the $70,000 range, to create a failed auction swing failure pattern, get the corrective move, and drop beneath 68,500. This was the level of rejection. This was the level to get the pullback, right? When we do take a look at the charts for Bitcoin, and I'll explain that for anybody that did not join yesterday's stream or did not pay attention and just left the stream because it was boring. Well, we called out very nicely this resistance level that got the pullback. Yes, the $70,000. Of course, we did get a major move to the upside. We did actually manage to get above quite a lot, right? When we talk about yesterday's analysis, right, we were talking about several scenarios. We were trading here at the $68,700. When we go here through yesterday's analysis, it's talking about, guys, we are likely going to form one more wave to the upside, get above $70,000. We were trading at 68,600. The highest probability scenario here was bouncing from the zone, sweep up the highs right there, and not break successfully this $70,000 range. We were very much aware of that level to actually get that resistance. That was the point, to check the reaction. And if we were to get the rejection below $70,100, which is that peak high right over here, okay? It's basically this level right there, this lower high mentioned on yesterday's live stream, guys. If we were to peak up at that level, not break successfully, remember we do have the point of control that is providing the resistance. It did look pretty good. I'm not interested in the short as we are above the level, but as you lose that level, yes, this looks good for a short position. We're basically entering right over here, stop loss above the highs, bang, we aiming for the lows. We aiming for the lows to be hit. You hit the lows, you are out of that trade, okay? So very well predicting here the possibility of another wave to the upside and peaking out at this level to get that drop here mentioned on yesterday's live stream. That was the level to take into consideration, guys. Just remain patient, wait for the level, wait for the reaction. You can manage your risk, jump in a short. We get back below 68,500. We profit, you profit, we all happy. Let's see what Andy's going to say tomorrow, right? So we are here right now. We're going to analyze the situation for Bitcoin to see the possibilities, right? Now that we've formed these 5 waves to the upside, we've got the rejection. Okay, Andy, we have come down right now to this level. What do you see right now? What are the levels? Where are you going to plan your next trading setup? There is a few scenarios, of course, as always. We got several different plans. We're going to explain them in detail on the live stream. So make sure to stay tuned, at least for the next coming minutes, guys. If you can, to the end of the live stream, it would be even better. But you want to stay tuned the next coming minutes because we're going to go straight into the meat and potatoes. We're going to go straight into the trading plan, the next trading plan. We talked about yesterday, the pump. We talked about the level of rejection, the dump, to come back down to sweep up these lows. These are moves of $1,000 to $2,000, right? This one was around about, $1,500. You can make some pretty epic gains with that move. So what is the next move, right? What is the next move? So if we do count this, now the question is, no doubt we're in a very, very complex situation. No doubt that we are in a complex situation. What I do want to see, I think this range could still continue before we actually break down from the lows or actually test above $72,000. We still got some very interesting ranges here to trade, all right? We're a little bit in the middle of the range. So I am interested in some pivot highs and pivot lows here that I want to talk about some setups basically, okay? taking into consideration, you know, is this impulsive or is this still corrective, right? From this move to the upside, is this impulsive? Is this corrective? Are we going to form more impulsive moves to the downside? Is this corrective structure not finished? It's really, really confusing, right? I like to keep it simple, keep it, you know, local on the price action. Which are the highest levels of confluence and how am I reading the market with the waves? Let's go right away here with the bullish case scenario first of all, right? We formed 5 waves to the upside right over here. And right now we are in a corrective structure. This has been the low. We are going to maintain a higher low, right? We are speculating on a higher low right now, okay? Let's say maybe the bullish case scenario is going to happen. We're going to get a significant rise in the next coming days. So if we are going to form a bullish case scenario, where do I enter? Why do I enter? Where is my stop loss? And where is my take profit zone? That is what we're going to go through right away. When we take a look at the pullback that we had in the last 24 hours, right, getting above $70,000, big massive rejection back down, okay, of over $2,000. Was this just a normal pullback and we're just going to recover from here? Well, nobody knows. There is a possibility. If I'm counting this as quite impulsive, even though it looks like a little bit like a diagonal right there, it looks a little bit corrective, but we have formed 5 waves up. So we need to count those 5 waves as a possibility of an impulsive move in a diagonal. So what are the scenarios here? Let's see if we do get one more leg to the downside and claim the lows of today. That would be the golden spot. That would be the sweet spot. If we manage to come back down to that level, that is the zone that I want to check the price action, guys. It is extremely important. Have level to level. Same scenario yesterday. I am looking, we were trading at this point when we had yesterday's live stream. What was I interested in? I was interested in sweeping the highs. And if we can manage to have an attempt in breaking out from this high and failing, that is the moment I would want to jump in a short position to claim these lows. You can watch yesterday's live stream, guys, not making this up. It was yesterday on the live stream, level to level, analyzing the situation. So same scenario here. We're talking about the bullish case scenario right now, okay? Talking about the bullish case scenario, let's zoom in on the 15-minute time frame, right? We can see the move yesterday was pretty aggressive, right? We've been seeing a pretty aggressive move between yesterday and today, right? So we got these nice impulsive moves down. I can only count 3 waves move down here, okay? For the moment, I can only see 3 waves to the downside. We are kind of busy with the 4th wave. I do see this range topping out, all right? When we take a look at the price action, I do see this level topping out. Is it a good short position? I'm going to say it's an acceptable short position, no doubt. It is an acceptable position. I did have a short position already. I added to the short. My position came down here, took profits, and also added again to a position, and my entry point is right over here on Bybit. So I've been kind of in the same position, just taking profits and adding to position, taking profits, adding to the position. I'm in a speculation here that this could move to the downside to claim today's lows. Why? Because when we take a look at the price action, we have had pretty nice impulsive moves down, all right? The moves down have been pretty aggressive with some pretty decent red volume, and it seems like that the movement to the downside has not finished. Why? Because I can count only 3 waves down from yesterday's highs. I can see 1 impulsive move right there, 1 corrective move over here, the next one right over here in a 3rd wave. We're kind of busy with the 4th wave. What do we like about 4th waves? 50% Fibonacci retracement, not overlapping the low of the 1st wave, which is sitting right over here at $69,000. We do not want to see the price action getting above this level. So getting into a speculative short position to the lows. I mean, if you enter right now, the risk to reward is not huge. You would want to get in at the highest level possible, but you're speculating on a lower high right there to come back down and sweep the lows. So what you're looking here is for a 5-wave move down, okay? Possibly a 5-wave move down here, which is possible, and it's also not possible. It's probably not possible as well, of course, right? It could be a 3-wave corrective structure. We're going to start pumping from here, but I'm speculating that that could be the case. With that movement down, I'm going to see only one wave down here, right? It will only be a one wave, right? One wave in 5 waves. Brief explanation, looking for those lows to be swept again. That will be the moment of interest. We're probably going to go down there in the next coming minutes, next 1 to 2 hours. We are getting the drop. So looking to sweep up those lows. As we will be forming a 5-wave move down, this counts one entire wave. What happens when you form a one wave with 5 waves? You're likely going to reverse. You're likely going to get a reverse pump in this case, right? So why would this be a good long opportunity? Why would this be a good long opportunity? Well, I would be looking for a failed auction. That's what you do create with 5th waves. 5th waves create failed auctions. What do I mean by a failed auction? It's basically a failed breakout. Like yesterday, on yesterday's stream, when we mentioned this level for the rejection, it is as simple as understanding that, yeah, we're going to move up there. However, 5th wave, after a 5th wave, that is the end of the entire wave. You'll be looking for a corrective structure, meaning that you are going to get that drop in this case, right? You're likely going to get that drop claiming the 4th wave, which is a common target for the corrective move. So when we go back into this scenario and we analyze the situation, we're looking at that wave to the downside, and we would be looking for a relief pump, right? Kind of classic. Form 5 waves to the downside, bang. And this is the zone that I'll be interested in. This 5th wave can absolutely rip and go all the way down to the lows. We never know how low that 5th wave can go. 5th waves can be extremely explosive. They can be very shallow, form a double bottom, right? 5th waves are a surprise wave. I like to call them surprise waves because you never know how extended they can go. They could be breaking support levels, but most importantly, I don't care what it does. What I care is how can I get into a trade? What do I need to see on the price action to jump into a trading setup, just like the one provided yesterday here on yesterday's stream, right over here. What do I need to see? I think you guys know, most of you guys probably know already if you've been following not long enough here. I want to see that failed breakout. I want to see the 5th wave get down below here. Boom, create a failed auction. You get back above this level, then this is your golden ticket. Where am I going to be aiming? Where is the liquidity sitting? Well, liquidity likes to sit at higher lows or at lower highs. And in this case, which is the first lower high, the one that we just created the last few hours. That is going to be our target zone. This is the level where we got rejected from the point of control, right from this zone. Look at this. Look how technical this is. Beautiful rejection from that point of control between Friday and Monday. Bang. We got the rejection from that level, not overlapping this first wave. It was an acceptable short position, I got to be honest, okay? A little bit aggressive, but you can put your stop loss above this first wave move down, above that level of support, just in case it does not provide resistance and the price is just going to rocket, right? It's a speculative short, and your stop loss can be a tight invalidation above this level of resistance, right? This level of support. So if you do form that move to the downside, that would be a nice setup. I would be looking at, okay, we've swept the lows, we've claimed the liquidity, we are not moving lower, the bears are getting exhausted. This is a classic move, guys. We would be aiming for that 4th wave, right? That clear zone above 68,800. And this is the kind of the setup that I would be looking for. This is only acceptable if you do create that failed auction, right? You need to create that failed auction. This 5th wave, I am aware that it could do this. Bang. It could just drop down to $65,000, for example, right? Claim this low. It could be very explosive. So this is something that we want to be aware of. This is not a zone that I want to put limit orders. Of course not, right? I want to see the price stopping and rejecting. When we're looking at this short opportunity from yesterday, we do not short above the point of control and this high. We do not short here. We are shorting as the price is rejecting from that point. Will it get a bounce and move up? Well, then you get stopped out. You were wrong. But overall, the risk to reward was very, very nice, as you can see here, compared to your stop loss. So overall, this is what I would be looking for this intraday long setup based on Elliott wave theory. This could definitely be an A wave. We're forming a B, a C, and then we move into the upside. If this were to be impulsive, it is a scenario. It is a scenario that we can look at. However, as a day trader, I would keep it simple. swing failure pattern, failed auction right there, long position, aiming for this level, which we know there is resistance that could create another swing failure pattern from that level, liquidity grab, and then come back down. So you entering that long, you are taking profits here, keeping it simple, guys. No major targets, no Bitcoin to all-time high, no Bitcoin to $40,000. We day trade. We try and make money here intraday inside of the local levels, okay? This is why I added to the short position. I'm speculating here on this move down. It will be getting another few $100. If we were to claim that low, we'll be happy to take some profits. If we swing failure pattern that level, I would be happy to get into a long position like I just explained here on the stream. If you're interested, Bybit, my #1 crypto trading platform. Of course, you do have 𝗬cie as well, and you have Bluffing, which are no KYC. You do get an exclusive bonus with the links down below in the description. If you cannot trade on Bybit, I would suggest Bluffing or 𝗬cie. No KYC is required. Bluffing currently has over $80,000 worth of deposit bonus. Of course, you need to trade and deposit to get that bonus, no doubt. But it's no KYC, okay? Make sure to check it out, guys. You got a great bonus down below with those exchanges. This is one scenario that I'm looking for here, guys, keeping it extremely simple in a nutshell. Now, what if I'm totally wrong? What if we do not claim the lows and we do not get that failed auction and we start pumping from this level, right? Just say that we are going to continue pumping from this range and we're going to go to higher levels. Well, if we do manage to overlap, like I said, this low over here, we're starting to get above the value area high of this trading range. For me, this would not be a clear shorting zone. If we're starting to get the price very pumpy here at this zone, I do see a high chance that we're probably going to come to yesterday's highs. Okay, so I'll be really on the sidelines. This could be looking very, very bullish and the price action could continue to the upside. I'm more focused on that scenario that I mentioned. For another short trading setup, here, another short trading setup. This one was very, very clear from yesterday's stream. If we start moving here to the upside, it could be looking quite punchy, okay? No doubt, because there is a possibility. There is a possibility, as we counted before, that what if this is a 1 wave, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've already formed ABC right there. This has got a pretty decent corrective move already during the last 24 hours. We are hitting already the 618, almost hitting the 78, and this is already good for a pullback. So we have formed already 3 waves down, okay? So maybe I am totally wrong about the possibility of sweeping those lows again. And we've already formed the second wave, right? We've had 5 waves we have formed the last few days. This is the second wave, which is very short in timing. I think it's the less probable scenario, but it's still valid. We've formed 3 waves down, swept the lows, bang. Now it's off to the races in the next coming days. This is why I would be a little bit cautious with shorting if we do overlap here. This wave right over here that was created just several hours ago. This move to the downside, if price action is going to overlap the $69,100, it's something that I would be a little bit cautious, okay? This will no longer look very corrective. If this manages to do something like this, would I be interested in any shorts here? No, guys. I would really not be interested in too many shorts. I would be looking at this high to be taken. And the main reason why I would see this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a diagonal. We've formed 3 waves down. We've already corrected below the 618 from this pivot low, okay, to the pivot high. It will be looking quite bullish if the price is going to start moving. So I will be not interested in short positions if we get above 69,100, okay? In a nutshell, that is basically the technical analysis. The clearest possible setup would be that failed auction from today's lows, all right? That is the only clearest trading setup that I do see available. I am very much aware of the price actually moving to lower levels. If we are going to break down successfully, we could be sweeping these lows, right? Could we be looking at the 7/8 Fibonacci for a bounce? That would be a very aggressive long position. But if you're speculating on this being a 1 wave, a 2 wave, 7.8 is kind of the ultimate zone. Could you hit the 0.88? Yes, but I would want to see a consolidation to take any decision here. Okay, so getting into the 7.8 is a little bit aggressive if you want to get into a long. I much prefer seeing the failed auction, and then you have a clear move to the upside to sweep these highs. You've seen the sign of strength of the bulls, and you just ride the momentum to the upside, okay? Any longs here beneath this level is going to be a little bit dangerous in my personal opinion and my style of trading. Let's go right away through the comment section. How is everybody doing? I can see Pac-Man is joined the live stream. Hello, let's smash the like button and support the free TA. Pac-Man, my brother, long time no see. Got one of my moderators here jumping in. Thanks for joining, my brother. Let's go right away and take a look at the super chat. Okay, Singularity X always providing here, super chats. No doubt I got total respect for you because you are a legit follower for a long time. Andy, have you noticed that between every fib level, price tends to bounce of the 50% of that specific fib level? Whew. Yes, that is basically the equilibrium, right? The equilibrium is a very, so 50% either from a daily move or a 4-hourly move or from clear pivots. I understand that is basically the equilibrium. You have monthly equilibriums, daily equilibriums, weekly equilibriums, basically from last week's move. So when you do take a look at the weekly chart, for example, it's called the equilibrium, right? Basically the 50% of that move. And you can sometimes leave the previous week equilibrium, right? I don't use it too much because if not, the chart is just going to get packed with the levels. And I really like to focus in range trading, right? Day trading the ranges and analyzing the waves internally, because if you start packing your charts with the levels, you're just going to get absolutely, there's going to be smoke coming out of your ears, right? So yeah, no doubt 50%. So previous week, right, you would say the equilibrium is at $69,000, right? So 50% from the previous week chart, right? When you take a look at the high and the low, the equilibrium is at $69,000, right? Which is 50%. That is the equilibrium from the previous week. So let's take a look here at what's happened this week at the $69,000. Did it get any major reactions? And you can clearly see the previous week equilibrium, right, being big resistance, right? It has been resistance during the last few days, and also got a small little bounce right there also as support with yesterday's drop. You can have it on the chart as the previous week 50% Fibonacci level, right? It does get some reactions. I don't take it much into consideration because it just gets the chart packed with the levels, right? You can definitely put the massive amount of levels on the chart and you just have lines everywhere. I like to keep the charts as clean as possible, put it here on the object tree, and no doubt daily levels, I take them into consideration, right? If you just suddenly pack the chart with the levels, you're just going to go absolutely crazy. I try to keep it as simple as possible, looking at price action, looking at volume, looking at the waves, at the momentums, and look at, easy and simple setups like the one mentioned yesterday, like the one mentioned today. If we were to swing failure pattern from this low created today, I know that there is a high chance that we're going to sweep up that high created today above 68,900. So it's, definitely it's clear. It's all about liquidity grabs. Claim a low, you don't continue to the downside, then this means you could possibly reverse and claim the next lower high, right? These are the kind of the trading setup that we look at. Liquidity grabs. So smash up the likes. Philip, my brother, thank you very much for the insane support. Does it look like an inverted head and shoulder? Interesting. Inverted head and shoulder. You need to let me know the time frame. You need to let me know basically if it's Bitcoin on the 1 hourly, on the 15-minute. I do not see an inverted head and shoulder unless you're talking about this right over here. But overall, the neckline is, basically being broken and not broken. I'm not sure what inverted head and shoulder you're talking about. Pac-Man, my brother, thanks for joining. Open long and short at the same time, 67,500. 67,500 open long and short at the same time. Yeah, that is, unfortunately, that is not a strategy. If you open a long and a short, it's not really a strategy. I've been doing longs and shorts, but basically hedging, right? I've been shorting all the way up here at $71,300. I've been longing also at the lows. All right. So basically, I'm in the same position taking profits. So you're basically hedging right over here. But we like to take a look at higher pivots for a short, lower pivots for longs, and kind of get into the squeezed zone and take profit on both trading setups, of course. Let's go right away with technical analysis on Bitcoin. That is me settled. In a nutshell, that is what I'm looking at, guys. If we move above 69,100, it's going to be looking interesting. It's going to be looking quite bullish, I think. Okay, no doubt it could get choppiness. It can get choppiness here, and you're just forming the second wave. You're going to get another move down here. I would take it into consideration. If it does get choppy here at this range, I would consider the possibility of a short. Okay, I would be a little bit cautious, right? Because that's you kind of pushing it right there with these waves to the downside, right? This could be a 3-wave structure, and then you're just starting to get impulsive and very punchy. Would not be too interested in shorts. I would have to see magic price action. And what do I mean by magic price action, right? I mean double tops and double bottoms, right? I love the double bottoms and double tops. The magic price action shows you the exhaustion right over here. When you're getting that reaction, you're forming double, triple tops. That is when you can speculate that this is possibly a short position on the second top, or maybe on the third top, you get a small little stop loss. All right, and then you're getting the rollover, right? Basically, the price action getting exhausted from breaking resistance levels. So I would be very much aware. If price manages to get above successfully $69,100, it could, this is really a zone that the price could get very punchy and start pumping very aggressively, okay? So I would not be too interested in short positions like I explained. More interesting is the movement down, sweep up the lows like I mentioned. Oh my goodness, this would be an epic long to sweep up those highs, okay guys? This is definitely an incredible trading plan if it were to happen, right? If we were to see that price action, we have a plan. Let's continue here. Really nice CVD bullish divergence on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the CVD. We are apparently forming incredible bullish CVD divergence on the price of Bitcoin. Yeah, we do have very aggressive bullish CVD divergence on Bybit, okay? Here on the yellow, we can see how the CVD is forming very aggressive lower lows, and we're forming very aggressive higher lows right over here, meaning that there is a chance in claiming those highs of today at $68,900. So there is a chance right there to get that push to the upside thanks to the aggressive Bybit shorts that are getting absorbed by long positions, okay? So there could be a sweep of those highs at $68,900 approximately based on the bullish CVD divergence. We are getting a lot of selling pressure that is getting absorbed by big limit orders here, meaning that we could be sweeping up that 68,800, 900 range here in the next coming minutes, possibly. Andy, looking sharp. Thank you very much, my brother. I bet you are as well. Classic whale. Thank you very much for the kind compliment. We got counter bearish from yesterday's. We got bearish yesterday. Yesterday was an incredible move, guys. Who shorted yesterday? We did a poll yesterday on what was going to come first. We were trading at the $68,700 range, and 60% of the people, the poll was, what comes first for Bitcoin? $70,000 or $67,200. Most of the people, I think it was about 60% of the people said $70,000. We actually got the push to the upside, guys. Very much expected. Also, I was also bullish looking for that movement. Now, the next question here, right? I'm going to go here with a poll because the polls are great, guys. It's great to know the community, what the community are saying, right? What's your opinion? Will we manage to sweep the highs here? I'm just going to see if we are in the middle, kind of in the middle. 68,500. Will we go to the highs here, which is a $2,000 move, or come all the way down to 66,000, right? Which is slightly more than a $2,000 move. What comes first? Sweep up this high or this low, right? I'm going to ask the community and I'm going to see if you are bullish or bearish for the next move. Let's ask that poll. What comes first for Bitcoin? What comes first for Bitcoin legends? Let me know right away in the poll that I'm creating. I'm going to say 70,500. Okay, basically yesterday's highs, 70.6K. Or are we going to come down to the lows here at 66.2K? We're kind of in the middle, all right? So what comes first for Bitcoin? Are you bearish or are you bullish for the next coming hours and days? 70.6K or 66.2K? Let me know right away. What do you think comes first for Bitcoin? Some people might be fearful knowing about the Mt. Gox moving billions of dollars of Bitcoin. Is this going to go to exchanges? Will there be a massive sell-off? I think we should not be too worried. We just need to take it into consideration because we did not see big movements when we did see this huge amount of Bitcoin moved in the past from Mt. Gox wallets, okay? We didn't see a major sell-off when we had these movements. You can see these vertical red lines here back in October of 2021. There's really not much happening. We were actually in that uptrend, the final stages of the bull run. We can also see it here in May of 2023. No major big moves. We were slightly in a downtrend, but we were already in a downtrend on the chart, so we did not see any major sell-off. If there were to be $9 billion worth of Bitcoin sold at market order, guys, I can already tell you that the price of Bitcoin would drop over $5,000. That is for sure. If you have $9 billion shorted, well, not shorted, well, if you short it even more, sold at market order, $9 billion worth of Bitcoin here, okay? Basically over 100,000 Bitcoin sold at market order right now. I can already tell you that the market will drop over $5,000. It would be a massive sell-off. That is enough amount at a market order to create a huge drop. Whether it creates a swing failure pattern or not, well, that is another thing. But the sell-off would be there without a doubt. 𝗬𝗫 said bullish. 𝗬𝗫 said bullish. I did not say that 𝗬𝗫 was bullish. 𝗬𝗫, I think this was actually look at this, guys. This was actually a rug pull. We did not say that this was bullish. It was bullish yesterday. Oh my goodness, this was down. I haven't even checked this. Down 92%. This has been a rug pull, guys. This is where you want to be extremely cautious. A rug pull or not, this was up almost 200% yesterday. It was up almost 200%. And my goodness, it got a huge sell-off. 90% dip in the last 24 hours. I did not say this was bullish. I said that be careful. There's going to be people creating combinations of meme coins that are successful, such as MAGA, which is Trump, and Pepe. And they got into this combination, right? Let's take these two bullish meme coins, combine them, and create a meme coin. MAGA Pepe. You might think, wow, this is the ultimate great combination. Usually, scammers do create this. They are thinking, they know where the people are going to fall, and they create a great combination of two meme coins that are doing very, very well during the last few days and weeks. And it turns out a rug pull, okay? I did mention very carefully, if you check yesterday's video, don't tell me that I said that MAGA Pepe was bullish. I did not say this. Go and check the live stream yesterday and watch how I say, stay cautious. This could be a rug pull. I did mention it on yesterday's live stream. This was no buy the token. This is bullish. This is probably going to do a 10x. None of that. I specified on this and said this can be a rug pull. There's smart people out there that want to take your money. They're going to get two meme coins and combine them and create a cryptocurrency and create FOMO. And this actually got to several $1 million of market cap. Yeah, check out this section from yesterday. I said, look, this is extremely bullish. Stay cautious. This could definitely be a rug pull. Check that out, okay? Don't call me out here and say that I said that this was bullish. You are mistaken. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Go and watch it right now. go back and watch it. I said this is up 180%, absolutely crazy. I did not say that this is going to be bullish. I said be cautious, be careful. This is not this is not a great token that I would getting right now with this massive pump, and it could definitely be a rug pull. No, I did not. Go and watch it again. Let's go right away. Lol people. Elias, 100%. You warned us. Oh, yes, you did. You warned us. Oh, okay, sorry. Just kidding. You warned us. Okay. 𝗲𝗶𝘴𝗫 bullish. Yeah. No, hey, guys, I'm never going to say, if I don't personally believe that this is a great investment or that I do see potential for the next coming months, all right, and something's pumping like crazy like this, seriously, I'm going to say, wow, stay very, very cautious. This could definitely be a rug pull. This is a smart combination. They're getting MAGA Trump and Pepe and created this meme coin, right? It did pump like crazy. There is a lot of people that must have got burnt with this because, yeah, no doubt it looked pretty good, right? It was a promise. But looking at the background, Solana blockchain, you know that people can create a token in a matter of minutes. Easy peasy, create a quick website, create a quick crypto, and there you go. And it can be a complete rug pull. Maybe it's not. Well, you got a fancy car here with this guy, with the 𝗲𝗵𝘴𝗫 here inside of the car. Just want to be very, very cautious with these cryptos. They take advantage of trending meme coins and combine them, and it turns out a big rug pull. Okay, stay cautious. Let's please analyze 𝗬Fund, Andy. Let's take a look at 𝗬Fund right away. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a move here to the downside. The plan is the plan, guys. The plan is the plan. Looking to see how we are going to sweep those lows at $67,500. If it does manage to reclaim, all right, I would remain extremely patient, just like yesterday's move. We mentioned also the highs right over here. This is no level to short, okay? This is no level to long. Only if you sweep back above, you can manage risk very, very well and look for that recovery, okay? Same scenario here. If you get back beneath this high in the point of control, you can short, speculate here on the movement down, have a nice stop loss, and have a good take profit zone over here, giving you that nice risk to reward. Same scenario right over here with this move down. Not interested in long positions beneath today's low. This is not the zone where you will see me getting into a long. You would only see me if the price recovers back above, and then obviously I would be speculating on that movement to the upside to get back above the highs. And this does make sense to create an ABC kind of move, right? We talked about this at the beginning of the stream. Bam, bam, bang, bang, bang. And then possibly you're going to form that 3-wavy move up to then form another 5-wave down, all right? So a little bit of going with the waves here, understanding the waves and the possibilities. Let's take a look at this cryptocurrency. Andy, BTC is dropping. Yes, it's very much kind of expected. These lows to be claimed, guys. And just like yesterday, we were expecting the possibility of the price moving to the upside in a 5-wave move up, right? Looking for that 5 move to the upside on Bitcoin to claim above $70,000. Today, a little bit of that same sentiment, but to the downside. Okay, to claim that low here, possibly in a 5-wave structure, and then move from there. Then we could get that bounce, all right? But we need to get above the low, all right? Because I don't want to see people, hey, I longed over here, expecting that the price was going to do that. I need the price to get above this low. Remember, this is a move that could do this. The drop could be very aggressive, and it could be a very aggressive 5th wave. You want to stay cautious for people that are over leveraging here. You need to get that recovery. You need to get back above today's lows. It's needed to get into the long. Okay. So let's go. Hey, Andy, thanks for your hard work and analysis. Himanshu, thank you very much for the kind comment. Let's go right away with 𝗬Fund here for Christian. Okay. I'm going to take a look at some altcoins for the community. So let's go here with 𝗬Fund. What is 𝗬Fund? Let's go right away here with 𝗬Fund. What? Oh, this is 𝗬DeFi fund. Let's take a look at this. 𝗖𝗺𝘃 fund. I remember seeing a lot of people and a lot of tweets bullish on this project. If I'm not mistaken, this is basically, yeah, I haven't done research on this one whatsoever. 𝗖𝗺𝘃 fund. It is Web3 of the 𝗖𝗺𝘃. Is it for crypto launchers? So basically ICOs. Is it for ICOs? Probably not. I'm probably getting confused here. Oh, very laggy the website. Anyway, we can do the technical analysis here on this one. This one's getting a major pullback. It would be interesting. It doesn't look too good just yet. I want to see the price action going sideways. This is starting to roll over. It is starting to roll a little bit. Selling pressure is starting to create lower lows, slightly lower lows. There's really, I'm going to say it's too soon for this one. If it gets a pump out of nowhere, then okay, so be it. But on 𝗖𝗺𝘃, yeah, let's talk about, because this has actually formed only one wave up. Very explosive wave. So when we take a look at the low of the bear market, which is here in September, there's really a huge impulsive move. So you have to count this as an ABC flat. Let's take a look at the target zones. It's actually probably going to consolidate at this level, which might bring you a solid buy zone. No, it's just hitting the 1.618, kind of the ultimate level for the flat, right? If we are speculating this for a flat scenario, it's kind of at the ultimate zone. You know what would be extremely good, and this might get one more drop here to the downside. The best scenario for this one at the 1.618 is getting that consolidation for the next coming 1 to 2 weeks, right? If this starts dancing around here at the $2.10 level, this is going to be an insane buying opportunity at the, from 𝗖𝗺𝘃. I know 𝗖𝗺𝘃 is, I have heard about it. Apparently it's an extremely bullish project. But looking at the chart, if we were to consolidate here, which would be the ABC flat target zone, 1.618, the ultimate target zone, right? When we take a look at the extension, this area at the $2.20, if it consolidates in the next 1 to 2 weeks, starts going sideways, it's going to be a great buying zone, okay? Just like so many other altcoins, right? I know it sounds boring, but this is what we need to see, guys. When we take a look at 𝗖𝗏, we knew that 𝗖𝗏, for example, on a video update that was mentioned just last week, this consolidation looked epic. This was bullish, guys. This was bullish. Right over here, this consolidation that we had here for a couple of weeks back at, the last week and first week of May. This was a bullish consolidation. This was likely going to get this move to the upside. That is what we want to see. We want to see 1 to 2 weeks, a little bit of sideways momentum, and it's still a little bit too soon. We are getting the Bitcoin dominance dropping. However, if Bitcoin drops and the Bitcoin dominance drops as well, then yeah, we're not going to see altcoins popping. You're going to see some of them popping, but if Bitcoin dominance drops, okay, oh my goodness, this is great for altcoin season. For whatever reason, if the price of Bitcoin does drop as well, it doesn't matter if the Bitcoin dominance drops, okay? You're going to see altcoins dropping as well. Most of the altcoins. Of course, you're going to see some of the, really trending altcoins such as 𝗕𝗶𝘴. Maybe 𝗕𝗶𝘴 is not going to drop, but overall, you will be seeing most of the other cryptos dropping. So that is what we need to see here in the case of 𝗖𝗺𝘃, okay? That's what I would want to see on 𝗖𝗺𝘃 to basically look for the long position, okay? Get that consolidation, all right, S fund. Get that consolidation at the $2.20 for the next 1 to 2 weeks, and that will be looking extremely bullish. It will be looking very good. Right now is a little bit too soon. Still aggressively moving down during the last 1 to 2 weeks. There's no really sideways momentum. Once this starts going sideways for 1 to 2 weeks, that is the moment you want to flip bullish. Then you want to get your massive long positions in, or maybe buy on spot, right? Or maybe just a low leverage swing long position. Let's go right away. Continue. Andy, what do you think about FTM? Lots of talk and social media about it. FTM is very, very solid project. It goes on the DAG. It's a different technology. It's not blockchain technology. And FTM, no doubt, is one of those L1s. You could say it's an L1 that is very likely going to reach all-time high. You know, this is one of those cryptocurrencies that I have confidence that it will have high probability in reaching its previous all-time high. Like I mentioned on previous live streams, there is a lot of altcoins that will not manage to reach its previous all-time highs. It's natural, but there is solid good projects that will smash all-time high. Like which ones? Chainlink. Chainlink is going to go to all-time high, you like it or not. It's going to happen. We're going to have FTM. Of course, that is my personal opinion, no financial advice. I'm a very, very strong believer in Chainlink. FTM as well. FTM, no doubt. I think it's obviously has higher probability in hitting all-time high. Avalanche, Solana, the L1s, the strong, good L1 projects, no doubt, to hit all-time high. Okay, that is my personal opinion, of course. Anything can happen. Bitcoin could be topping out here. This is the end of the cycle. We get an epic collapse, and the bull market has finished. We are getting into another bear market, extended bear market, till the next coming years, right? It is possible. I'm not saying it's going to hit all-time high this year or next year. It's going to reach all-time high at some point, right? Keeping it easy and simple. Don't forget Dogecoin all-time high. Dogecoin as well. Dogecoin is another good, it's no doubt going to reach its all-time high in the near future. Near future, give or take months or a few years. Dogecoin is the #1 meme coin. And an all-time high for Dogecoin is kind of inevitable, right? It's going to happen at some point in the near future. No doubt. It's the #1 meme coin, and this is only going to grow. What about other altcoins, right? Other meme coins. A lot of them will just not reach the previous all-time high. 200 likes target. Smash up the like button, guys, if you enjoy the stream. A little bit of talk right now. We have gone through what is most important for me is the Bitcoin technical analysis. I am looking at those lows to be taken. Depending on what happens here, we can take a decision for that move up. And if we start breaking through, we just need to be patient and enjoy the drop. If it does start getting aggressive, I would be very, very cautious at this area. It can get very, very aggressive. 7/8 Fibonacci is a very aggressive long position if you do get that dump, okay, down to the 7/8. I would really not be interested. I would want to wait for a reaction, want to wait for a range, and then I'll analyze the situation and say, okay, this is holding. I'm going to get into a long. I would really not try and catch a falling knife for a V-shaped recovery. This is like a dangerous area. You could be sweeping the lows here from last week, okay? Not interested, guys. I need to see that failed auction from today's lows, all right? If not, down we go lower, sweep these lows, and let's see if this holds. Let's see if this holds, okay? For the moment, we've got some local scenarios that was mentioned at the first 15 minutes of the live stream. Bitcoin crashing, bear market confirmed. Well, it's just a little bit of a pullback, okay? You know, when we zoom out, you need to zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. This is still very much bullish. This is a bearish zone. We did mention the short opportunity at this level at $72,000 range based on the butterfly pattern, based on the daily level that we had here, based on the value area high of the entire range. This could be a level that is going to fail to break out, guys. The short zone was mentioned here several days ago, okay, from that level. Basically last week, before we even hit that level, we mentioned that that was a good resistance zone for a possible short if you're getting the reaction. I actually shorted that level, still in that short position, obviously taken all of the profits from that short already. But overall, getting into that short here above $71,000 based on the analysis from that last week video. Same range pattern as 25K was. Same range pattern as 25K was. Same range pattern. Similar range here that we're forming right now. You could arguably discuss, that this range is very, very similar. Similar price action. However, you would expect the highs to be taken, right? I know you're talking about this range, right? But you get a nice move up and you're reacting. We did create another high though, right there. We are currently creating a lower high. So Yeah, could we? That is definitely a scenario. The all-time highs is a level to speculate on a short if you create a swing failure pattern, guys. There's no doubt about it, because you could be forming an ABC flat. And the main reason why you could be forming an ABC flat is because you formed a 1, a 2, a 3. You're busy with 4, and you're going to create that 5th wave, okay, in the next coming months, right? 6 to 12 months. This is a higher time frame level. Right. We covered Bitcoin. We covered Mt. Gox. We've covered what's happened in the past with Mt. Gox moving, tens of thousands of Bitcoin. Really not much has happened. Something just to be aware of, not really something to be frightened. George Soros just updated his stock portfolio. Apparently, he has a lot on MicroStrategy shares, which is kind of, what a character, this one. He has a lot of shares of MicroStrategy, which, is he bullish on Bitcoin? It's something interesting. Shakeout before face melting run. We have here a nice bear trap situation. If we were going to get that pullback down to $40,000 range that someone mentioned in the comment section, are we in this stage where it's going to be a massive bull trap? Kind of in confluence with the 4th wave, right? It would make sense for it to be inside of this 4th wave, right? Kind of a big corrective move in a 4th wave here, then to get that massive explosive 5th wave and absolutely rip. That is definitely a possibility. We could be in that stage of the bull run, okay? No doubt. All positions entered during yesterday's move were flushed out and funding rate is back to neutral. Apparently, we got a pretty decent pullback from $70,000 all the way down to below 68K. And it looks like that there was a lot of long liquidations swept up, guys. We were already ready for that pullback yesterday, mentioning that level as resistance, okay? Who paid attention yesterday on the stream where we were looking for shorts at $70,000? Apparently, we did see quite a lot of long liquidations with that move here to the downside. Legends, not much to cover. I've covered my setup of the day. If we get an aggressive drop, I would not be looking at, I would need to see a range. We'll update you tomorrow. If we get a massive pump, then higher we go. The clearest setup that I do see available is the one mentioned at the stream, okay, at the beginning of the stream. We're looking possibly for that long setup if we do not get too volatile to the downside. If we do get above 69,100 very successfully, like with a nice move, I would be expecting that 70,700 high from yesterday to be hit. Legends, make sure to destroy the like button if you've enjoyed the stream, and I will see you tomorrow.